Everybody in chat say what's up to YouTube, bro. Gonna get into this one. So we are gonna be reacting to the Young Thug stuff. You know what I'm saying? It might be an hour, it might be 30 minutes, might be whatever. But we're gonna be reacting to that Young Thug stuff right now on stream. If y'all have never been to the stream, be my guest. It is twitch.tv/gdog1k. That is twitch.tv/gdog1k, bro.
Yeah, nigga, I did what I did. Trying my best.
Hold on. Started from the beginning. Okay.
Yeah. See, you can't compare no nigga to me, bro. You know, niggas real rats around this motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I did what I did. Trying my best to help my motherfucking brother get out the situation he was in, nigga. I have no regrets for facts. Spider. But don't get it confused, nigga. Don't get it fucked up, nigga. Ain't no rat to me at all, kid. I'd rather die than tell on the nigga for real. Only thing I regret is ever in my life fuck with y'all fuck niggas, bro. Fuck all y'all suckers. Pussies. And it's a bit different between me and y'all. Y'all nigga pointing niggas out and say they did the crime, nigga. I said he didn't, you did. Yeah, Spider. Pull up to your house like the mailman, nigga. Go! They hit everything. What's the trash cans, nigga? Back to back to back, like it's federal, nigga. Please don't hit the mailbox, it's federal, nigga.
Yeah.
Keep a big jet at the clip point, buddy. My shoes dirty, cup dirty, both muddy, buddy. Hiding in a house, they gon' get your cuz, buddy. My brother living life for me, that's love, buddy. Pussy, you killed the kid, that ain't stepping. Pussy, you trying to change, okay, Reverend. You trying to change.
I don't know who he's talking about, but he's on his BS. I know he had this written on the walls at jail. I know he was writing this down in jail. I know he was in the jail cell writing this down, bro. Like, chat, y'all think so? Y'all think so? Cause he definitely wrote this down. He definitely wrote this down. Went straight into the studio and started rapping, bro. I'm telling you. When you in the cells, bro, you gotta.
You got on your shoes, them just sapping. You shot back when they pulled off, that ain't happy. Yeah, strip it till the draw turn backwards. Free my bro till it's backwards. Stepping in, telling that's backwards. Shot for you, fuck, that's backwards. Lying on your dick, that's backwards. 10 rounds on a stick, that's
this
backwards.
Beat is
Nigga
hard.
play with this shit, they gon' cap him. I was telling them I'm not just a rapper. I don't want smoke with a rapper. What's in the land? What happened? Hit him from the back of my master. Mink on our toes, Alaska.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm from the 3, but I do shit where other niggas be. I'm a big dog with my own, but I like other niggas treats. Yeah, gunna rat, yeah, correct. Slugger rat, wounded rat. Fuck that nigga Obama. Gunna rat.
Damn, he dissed Gunna.
I'm a big dog with
Play
my
that back.
own, but I like other niggas treats. Yeah, gunna rat, yeah, correct. Slugger rat, wounded rat. Fuck that.
Yo, who's Yaki gang? Kodak, yeah. Oh, yeah. He said Kodak's a rat? Why would Kodak be a rat? Bro.
Yeah, gunna rat, yeah, correct. Slugger rat.
He went for Gunna. Obviously, we know he's like, yo, Gunna's a rat. Obviously, people are saying Gunna's a rat. And Gunna said, yo, I guess I'm a rat. Whatever. He said it in the song, he's like, I guess I'm a rat. Whatever. And then Yak. When did Kodak get brought into this? Unless it's like a different Yak. If it's the Yak that I'm thinking of, then that's cooked, bro. And then he said slugger rat.
Wounded rat. Fuck that nigga Obama. He still mad by baby mama.
Obama? What did Obama do? What did Obama do?
Rat. Wounded rat. Fuck that nigga Obama. He still mad by baby.
What did Obama do? I'm so confused. What did he do? Like, I don't understand. Like, you telling me Barack Hussein Obama, former president of the United States, is getting brought up in rap beef with Young Thug? What world do we live in? What world do we live in, chat? 2025 cannot be real. Obama's in beef? Okay, if Kodak's in beef with Young Thug, I wouldn't even be surprised. It's like rap beef, you know what I'm saying? But Obama? Alright, you're trolling.
Mama. Slime like shawty. Make sure you put down your 40. DK, okay, shit, he gay. Hey, I would say I'm stepping, but that's cliche. Hey,
DK's what?
Shawty, make sure you put down your 40. DK, okay, shit, he gay. Hey,
Fire.
I would say I'm stepping, but that's cliche. Hey, niggas thought they left me, then we beat the case. Hey, doggy, you a motherfucking bitch. If you want a nigga twin, they would've tried to squish your kids. Pussy, 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 yeah, pussy. If a nigga like Buddy kill me, God gotta give me another chance. They gave 14 niggas hits, it only cost 300 bands. All this money on me now, I damn near need 3 pair of pants. I ain't going back and forth, I'd rather go tit for tat. I ain't tryna find no parking spot, I'd rather keep on spinning. If you kill one of my dogs, shit, I'd rather never end it. Nigga, get your homie touched and it won't cost me JC Penney's. Out the window rolls like I'm tired of seeing stars. I done went to buying Hellcats, I'm tired of all these foreigns. She done slapped another bitch out like I'm tired of all these broads. Told my lawyer speed the process up, I'm tired of all these charges. Nigga mad, I ain't paying for his lawyer, he gon' be alright.
He gonna be alright. What? He mad I ain't paying for his lawyers, he gonna be alright. Damn.
Deals with the work, I don't need a kite. I can walk on in the street, shit, I don't need a bike. Bought a ring, getting engraved, I done found my wife. Dug a man little flare, I had more hoes than I got hair. I hope every rat go camping and get ate by a bear. Skinning in her face, she can't.
That's an 8 by bear. Yeah. Man said 8 by bear. Don't kill. Bro, this guy is different. This guy is so different. I don't know, bro. Hope they go camping and get ate by a bear. Dang, yo, I ain't know you ate Gunna like that, bro. I ain't know you ate him like that. You guys are just homies. And I don't know what happened. Y'all didn't like him. But the guy charted. That's crazy. He charted, bro. I remember, like, right after he was considered a rat, he charted. Like, he just charted straight up. Which is insane, bro. I don't know.
It off, just like never. My last day of trial felt like playing truth or dare. We on the back burner. Bitch, I'm at the trenches, I got a fat mama. I was whipping farms before I had learners. The Rari got a whistle like a football game, yeah. I tried to tell her not to leave, and now she solo with my sheets. My homie traded for a free, and I gave him everything they need. At night I cry myself to sleep. Gotta wake up and change my sheets. I want my heart outside my sleep. She yelling, free me till I'm free. How I get more love from a freak than I get from niggas that grew up in the streets with me. Some of my cars got.
Bro, sometimes if you're in the streets, yo, G's big bro, what's up first to smell? What's good, bro? What's good, bro? Yo, we're reacting to that new Thug, bro. Thug is dissing everybody, bro. He said Yak is a rat too. I don't know if he's talking about Kodak, but that's some wild stuff. That's wild, bro. But still, like, this is hard, bro. Like, the first beat was hard though, but like the second beat he kinda didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't bring it, you know, he didn't bring the energy with, but he's talking on this one.
Stolen, they fucked up my fleet, but I be okay, I ain't fucking with my sleep. Yo, bitch been fucking ball players like you ain't a team twin. Like you ain't score 100 points 2013 twin. Your new shit boss up and in everyone your dreams twin. My shoes brand new but somehow I still leaning.
bracelet was cut, almost hitting my skin, bro. It felt like it was nothing. But chat, this is, oh my gosh, my eyes. Chat, how we feeling about that one? How we feeling about that one? How we feeling about that one? I need to slow down my talking. How we feeling about that one? That's that. Then we gonna look at Miss My Dogs. Then we got another one to react to, which is I think Trapler Ross dropped something on it. He said it was Atlanta, but that's long. I don't like how Trapler Ross does that. Like he makes all of his videos like super long. Like it's like a movie. I'm not reacting to that video for sure because that's way too long, and I'm not wasting all of your time with like a 2-hour video. Bro, I care about y'all. I care about y'all, bro. I just care about y'all. So Atlanta Young Thug situation. I just need someone to explain some stuff to me. Okay, yeah, Zevi. Yeah, we can go with Zevi. But yeah, here's Miss My Dogs. Then we gonna get into exactly what's going on. I don't know what's going on at all, so I gotta see what's going on. Yeah, Thug has the wildest fits, but still, it is Thug. That's his like, that's his brand. That's what he be rocking though. So I can't really say much about it. If that's what he's with, that's what he's with. You know what I'm saying? He's still an everyday person at the end of the day, but bro, I can't imagine what emotions you go through when you feel like your mate, you're like your homie that you put on, bro, the homie that you brought up with you, just like is now a snitch. Like that's crazy. I can't imagine the emotions that he's going through right now, bro. Like he's waking up, people are calling him a snitch. Like he's like, bro, I can't win this, bro. I get it. Why did he hit in that high note, bro? Why did he decide to hit the high note, bro? Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Just chill, man. You gotta chill, bro. That's not your body. You gotta chill on that, bro. You gotta chill on that. Because it's getting crazy. Like, if you kept it at the same level you had it at, it would have been good. But, bro, don't be forcing a high note, bro. See, any man forcing a high note is crazy. Unless their voice is like that. Because some men have high vocal ranges like this, and the majority just have like this. So if you're in that majority, keep it like this. Can't be going all the way up because it's gonna sound crazy. But still, he talking this shit on this, bro. Like this is the first Thug song. Like I'm feeling like straight off the bat. Like first listen, I'm feeling it. Like this is really good. That's blessed. That's blessed. That's blessed. That's blessed. He's bringing up some rappers and stuff, bro. I didn't even think, like, I heard of this. I heard they were talking about this bar like 3 days ago when the video came out. But like they didn't like, what is it? They were saying, oh, he said, Drizzy, you my brother. I'm like, bro, what? Weren't they always bros? Weren't they always cool? Like I'm telling you, like, weren't they always cool, bro? I thought they was always cool. I didn't think there was any sort of bad blood. I didn't think there was any sort of bad blood in that relationship, but you know, like, that's just how the cookie crumbles, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. Something must have happened during it, you know what I'm saying? If you can, if you're in the YouTube, you can put it down in the comments. If you can, let me know what happened between them. You can say it in the description. I thought like there was a Metro and all of them were making it seem like they're trying to say like Atlanta don't rock with them, but then one of Atlanta's biggest rappers is like, you know what, we still good, bro. We still good, yo. Metro diss you, we still good, bro. We still good, bro. And then you see 21 was like, bro, why y'all beefing, man? Yo, we not even supposed to be, bro. We boys at the end of this. Chill, bro. I don't know, like, it looks like Metro just went with what Future was saying. He ain't go what he was about. Oh, that's my bro. He was just saying, yeah, hell no. But wrap it up. Out of the studio. Gang, what do you mean? I'm not a rat, but the cheese. I'm with, bro. He's digging his own grave. He's digging his own chat. He's digging his own grave. No. Let me raise my seat. No. He's digging his grave. How do I explain it, bro? We're just digging his grave.
All the niggas on their case, they didn't take.
That's proper. He's got a lot of people, but hey, man, if the cheese is where you at, then you might be a mouse. Cause that was a terrible bar. I'm so sorry, bro. That was a bad bar. Nope. Let's see the explanation, bro. Why would you say, like, I ain't a rat, but the cheese is where I'm at? You can, bro. Well, let's just gloss over that one.
So Young Thug had a problem. While he was in jail awaiting his RICO charge, he made a couple phone calls. Now, these phone calls have been leaked. That's his problem. Because in these phone calls, he's talking to a lot of people about a lot of things. And he believes that they're private phone calls, so he's sharing his private conversations. And think about yourself. Think about private conversations you've had in the past when you're talking to somebody really, really close to you. Some of that audio you don't want leaked out. Well, in Young Thug's case, he's talking about some very sensitive information, like he got no care in the world. Now, to go a little deeper, there's actually two aspects to Young Thug's problem. Listen to this next part closely. There are the jail leaks that we just talked about, and there's another leak. Now, why I call this two separate incidents is because they happen at separate times, okay? All the jail calls that were leaked happened when he was facing his RICO charge, okay? The other leak where he's talking to police happened way before he was arrested for a RICO charge. That's important. Now, during the jail calls, he's just a little gossipy. Remember, he's talking to his friends, his homies. He really think, hey, this ain't gonna get out. So he basically saying stuff like, Gucci Mane, maybe he's soft. He's saying, now, keep in mind, a lot of this stuff is clipped. And why I say that is because specifically for the Gucci Mane example, I'm telling you, the clip going around is Young Thug calls Gucci Mane soft. But honestly, there's a little more to it than that. Young Thug is more or less saying Gucci Mane was mad at somebody, Gucci Mane went to jail, Gucci Mane got out of jail, and he stopped being mad at that person. Gucci Mane is soft for not being mad at that person anymore. Maybe he went to jail and turned soft. Now, I bring that up not to defend Young Thug because he called him soft still, but I want you to understand that there's still more context to this stuff. It's not, he's just not straight up just coming out talking smack about people. You know what I'm saying? All that to say, most of Young Thug's jail calls are surrounding that. It's just, he's been a little messy, nothing too crazy. Now, there's one call in particular that gives a little insight into Atlanta as a whole. Young Thug is speaking to his close friend 21 Savage. Young Thug is speaking about what Gunna did during the RICO trial. If you don't know what a RICO trial is, it's basically they gather up members of a group and they categorize the whole group as a criminal organization, okay? So they pull in Gunna, they pull in Young Thug, they pull in a bunch of people. They want to label them as a criminal organization. To label them as a criminal organization, you have to have people in that organization say this is a criminal organization. Now, usually in RICO trial, police and the feds, they're just going for the person at the top. This was created for the mafia, so they can go for the mafia boss instead of like the lower level folks. In this case, it was Young Thug. So they gathered up Gunna and a bunch of people from YSL and said, look, all you need to tell us is YSL, Young Thug's record label, is a criminal organization. All of y'all walk away. Now, if every single person in YSL said this is not a criminal organization, everyone walks away. But that's not realistic, right? So their lawyers are scrambling together and saying, boy, if you don't say it's a criminal organization, Gunna said, it's a criminal organization. Gunna and multiple people in YSL said it is a criminal organization, so Young Thug's case was kicked off. So Young Thug in jail after this happens. He's talking to 21 Savage and he's saying he cannot believe Gunna did that. He's very upset. 21 Savage telling him, well, I don't think Gunna did it to hurt you. It just made sense for Gunna to do that. Young Thug says he doesn't care. It broke his heart. 21 Savage brings up a very good point. He says, well, didn't you tell your brother to do the same thing as Gunna? to say YSL is a criminal organization so he can get 0 years? Young Thug denies this, but Young Thug actually did tell his brother to do that. So it seems that Young Thug saw the reasoning as to why somebody would say it's a criminal organization, but he just felt hurt hearing Gunna say it. He expected more loyalty from Gunna. Now, I say this because remember in the beginning of this video, we said Young Thug basically has 2 problems. His jail calls were leaked, and then earlier recording of him talking to police were leaked. Well, people are basically...
What? No. Go in, Zevi. Let me know. Go in, Zevi.
basically saying, look, you're upset at Gunna for talking to police. Everybody was calling him a snitch. Young Thug, you calling him a snitch. But you was talking to police too. What's going on? Now, let's figure out what's going on together. Because here's where things start to get
so
big.
crazy.
Now, first things first.
They're talking to police, bro. He's on there talking to police like, yo. Like, what was he saying? Yo, YSL is not a criminal organization, bro. It's yes, save lives, bro. YSL stands for yes, save lives, because we save lives. We help people. No care. We got lifeguard training, bro. No care.
Young Thug's conversation with police is way before this Rico situation. This conversation is taking place because Lil Wayne's tour bus had just recently been shot up by a man named Pee Wee Roscoe. Basically, police were trying to connect some dots, okay? So they bring in Young Thug and they tell him, Young Thug,
what is that stock image
Tugga,
used,
as
bro?
some may refer you as, you don't need to talk to us. They stress to Tugga that he does not need to speak to them. They stress this because they don't want all this information they have to be locked down later by a lawyer saying Young Thug didn't have his lawyer present, all that. So they tell him, you don't have to speak to us. Young Thug says, they say, you really don't have to speak to us. They say it like 5 times, I'm telling you. Young Thug says, no, I want to. And this is when people say, oh, there you go, Young Thug. You could have just got your lawyer. You could have just walked out, which Young Thug absolutely should have done because, side note, police brought him in because his name, Young Thug's name, was connected to Pee Wee Roscoe, Lil Wayne, to the whole shooting situation. They already booked Pee Wee Roscoe. They already had evidence against Pee Wee Roscoe. They just wanted to see if they can get Young Thug too. The police kicked things off by being real cool, you know? Officer goes, man, I listen to your music. Thug goes, really? He says, yeah, man, you want some food? You hungry? Thug goes, yeah, I can use some food. He said, get my boy some food. That's Thugger. Nah, but seriously though, you know Pee Wee Roscoe? Thug goes, I mean, they said, write that down. Thug said, Officer said, no, don't worry about that. That's just a formality. And therein lies the issue. You see, the problem with Young Thug speaking to police and people speaking to police without lawyers present is because you don't know what the police are looking for. At this point, the police seem to be looking for a general framework as to what they wanted to work with of the goings on in Atlanta, in a sense, to build a sort of a file. It's hard to know why police are asking certain questions. For example, at one point Young Thug seems to be trying to help Pee Wee Roscoe. He says, I thought Pee Wee Roscoe and Lil Wayne were close friends, and then I hear they are saying Pee Wee Roscoe had shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. I was shocked. Young Thug is saying that he thought they were friends. Fast forward to today's time, to recent times, Pee Wee Roscoe comes out with a video saying, in his opinion, Young Thug was trying to help him by throwing the police off, by saying Pee Wee Roscoe, Lil Wayne were friends, everybody cool. Okay, let's go back to the tape. Again, the problem is Young Thug and Pee Wee Roscoe, they're not playing the game that police and lawyers are playing. Police are taking that information and saying, okay, Lil Wayne, friends with...
He keeps using this dumb stock image, bro.
With Pee Wee Roscoe, I don't believe that. Let's throw that away. I believe that. Okay, so Young Thug, you don't really know Pee Wee Roscoe like that. Young Thug says, that's what I said. I don't. I said, okay, but Pee Wee Roscoe says that you paid him to shoot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. Young Thug says, man, Pee Wee Roscoe ain't said that. They said, well, I thought you ain't know. Young Thug said, they said, write that down. How can you speak to somebody that you don't know? What's going on? Write that down. Young Thug says, I ain't say that like I'm just saying he wouldn't say that. I just know he wouldn't say that. They said, cool. And that's the information police are looking for. That's why you need a lawyer. They're just fishing for connections. They say, hey, aren't you a part of a gang? Don't you say that in your songs? They know he's gonna say no. He says no. They say, all right, cool. We just thought we'd ask. Birdman, is he part of a gang? Young Thug says no. They said, cool, we just thought we'd ask. Now, all this to say, this is the game that Young Thug and police are playing during this call. At the end of the call, Young Thug says, hey, if y'all want to know any more information, just hit me up. But don't tell people that I spoke to you. And that is very important because it lends credence to the Young Thug snitching allegations. Because whole time he could say, didn't y'all listen to the call? I was trying to throw the police off. I wasn't telling them the truth, which he wasn't. But him telling them, if you need more information, call me. Now you can say another theory. Now you can say, Young Thug is thinking, maybe I'll cooperate in the future. Maybe Young Thug having a conversation with police without his lawyer in the first place is to show how, quote unquote, cooperative he can be. Maybe he's worried about his name being connected to this whole shooting. So he's saying, look, if you get more info, just hit me up first and I'll clear it up for you, which is basically the job of an informant. But I stress that these are just theories. I have no clue as to what was actually going on through Young Thug's head. And he also knows it's absolutely not a good look to be talking to police in the first place. So again, he tells them, look, this conversation stays between us, right? They say, Young Thug, you think we walk around telling people after we broke bread with you, we sat here, we ate with you, we listened to your music, we like this. Fingers crossed. Thug said, okay, we tight. Y'all not gonna tell the world. They said, fingers crossed, we not gonna tell the world. And well, this videotape recently was released. So let's wrap this up and really dig deep into this situation. Listen to this next part closely. Remember, Young Thug has two problems. His jail calls were released and recordings of him speaking to police were released. During the jail calls, he explains why he was upset at Gunna and why he believes Gunna was a snitch. 21 Savage questions that. 21 Savage tells him he does not believe Gunna did the right thing, but he does not think things were personal. Young Thug says, no, Gunna is a snitch. Turns out Young Thug's brother took the same deal as Gunna. In fact, Young Thug encouraged his brother to take that deal, but Young Thug says his brother is not a snitch. A recording of Young Thug is also released where he's speaking to police saying, hey, hit me up later if y'all want some more info, all that. But he says, I am not a snitch. Gunna is the only snitch in this situation. So it really, what is a snitch? And the answer is, I don't know. Some people think it's when you talk to police. Some people think if you're a civilian, you can talk to police, you're not a snitch. I don't know. I personally believe the situation is less complicated than that. I think people tend to create their own reality when it suits them. Gunna is a snitch because he hurt me. That's what I think Young Thug is really trying to say. In fact, he says to 21 Savage, Gunna broke my heart. His brother can't be a snitch because he didn't want his brother to go to jail. Young Thug can't be a snitch because in his mind, allegedly, maybe, I'm speculating, that he's trying to trick the police and throw them off. He's shaping his own reality into what's a snitch and what's not a snitch. You know what I mean? But regardless, the overwhelming consensus online is Young Thug called Gunna a snitch. Meanwhile, whole time he was speaking to police, Young Thug is a hypocrite.
What a wow. What a situation. What a situation. Still saying he's a snitch. That is so wild. Man, it's getting real, bro. It's getting real. Okay, it's over for YSL now. What I'm hearing is over for them. Because he spoke to police. And the only thing that Gunna said was, oh yeah, we're a criminal organization. But Thug's brother said the same thing. And apparently Gunna's a snitch. But his brother isn't. This is crazy stuff. I am shocked, man. This is crazy.